The Charlotte Hornets control the tap. Williams' shot won't go. Across the timeline, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. No good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Now ready for a couple of free throws. Nick Batum, he's got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Celtics have it. Walker. Well defended. Down low to Monroe. Mitchell Robinson snatching it out of the air. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down by 1. To Jaylen Brown. Swings it. Pass stolen by the Hornets.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Walker into the front court. They're down 3. Tatum. His first effort off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. Great feed. He throws it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Lets it fly from long range. Oh, it took a while, but they're on the board with the 3. Nonetheless, slow start to this one.
And as a player, seeing the ball go through the net cures all woes. Maybe this will get the juices going.
Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Kemba Walker. Has a chance. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Celtics have it. Walker. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Terry Rozier. Walker. Trying to cash in. That's rebounded by the Hornets. Shot from the lane won't go. To Walker. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Rozier into the front court. Up by 6. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Oh, it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Rozier with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Batum. To Rozier. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. To Rozier. To Nick Batum. Brown with it up top. Trailing by 4. To Kemba Walker. Short jumper off the mark. Jason Tatum able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Rozier rocking the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Walker with the basketball. Now down 6. The screen sets him up for 2.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession. 24/7, because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
With it. Scores from the post. Hornets at the controls of this one. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Rozier add 2 points to the board.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Defense making the ball carrier work. Tatum buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Up by 3. Monroe to Batum. For 3. Not getting the bounce. To Walker. Wide open look won't go. Rozier into the front court. Leads 3. Nothing going here on that drive. To Kemba Walker. Screen coming. Walker. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And stuffs it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Walker. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Rozier. Batum. Rozier, shot no good. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down just a couple. Has a look. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. It'll stay with Charlotte. Nicola Batum. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Charlotte with the basketball. Curling inside. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Just off the mark. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Hornets right now in possession. Kemba Walker with a piece. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own.
Number 4 and number 6, Sheldon Mack.
Down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Walker to Marcus Smart. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Gets it in the right corner. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
The first one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Marcus Smart. It was right there. Miles Bridges. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Throws it down.
The assist from number 32, Brandon Jennings.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Hornets have the lead. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Miles Bridges. Ball's controlled by Boston.
I got ball.
Has a chance. Not that time.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Trying to cash in. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up.